Hello everyone, let's make some backgrounds to use in our app. I do have the name of it right here. We'll add a date code there, Control C copy, and we're going to use Web Large but turn it portrait. So over here on Photoshop, I'm going to create a new file and go to Web and choose Web Large. The name, I'm pasting it in here, Multi-App Backgrounds, and today is 230330 for me. The other thing to do is to turn it so that it is portrait. Most of our apps are going to be in portrait mode, so we'll just start off that way. It doesn't matter what the background is because we are going to basically wipe out that white background. So let's go and look at some of our preset gradients. I'm just going to choose one that doesn't have a whole lot of change in the colors, and I'm going to use my difference mode here to just make a nice subtle change on it. So slowly kind of adding in, see if I can get a little bit of swirliness in there. That way it won't distract too much, but this is now not just a plain color background. Any kind of gradient manipulation in there is going to end up making it look pretty nice. Okay, so let me just do a couple more swipes and call this, I'll just use my BG1 method here and then just hide it. Add another one, choose another color, and go to that layer. Let's see, where's my new layer? Nope, I made a new group. Already messing up. New layer, and just kind of start swiping a bit on here. There's another nice one. And if I want to, I can just duplicate it, drag it down there, and then hide that one and keep going and see if I end up with something I like better. Again, nothing too swirly, so another thing you can do is then totally radically give it one more swipe so that you switch it to a whole nother color. So I've got 3 of them already. BG3, that's 2. And BG3. Alright, so what do we do now? Well, we save it for one, and we're going to export these. I'm going to save it where? Of course, in our App Inventor project folder. You want to be able to return to this. You don't have to export all of them at the same time, but you can say, okay, I'm going to take my first one and use it in my app right now. So I'm going to export as, not as a PNG. Those files are too big for these kinds of apps. Make it a JPEG, and you have a slider for quality. If you go all the way down, you don't necessarily want that. Maybe you do. It makes a tiny little file, very nice for having these loaded up in apps, but you definitely don't want it to be like, it does not need to be almost a megabyte, 800 kilobytes for a simple background. So you find a nice balance in between those. That is really nice and small, and it actually looks pretty good. Let me go up one more to 5. So keeping it under 50 kilobytes for sure, and the smaller the better. So let me export, and you're going to pick a name such as, oh, this is the multi-app, so multi-app BG1. And you can just build up a little library of those so you have them ready to go whenever you need them. This resolution was just kind of picked at random. It'll probably distort this based on the actual size of the tablet or phone, but if it's distorting this, it's not going to be all that noticeable.